Today, I woke up feeling pretty sorry for myself. It was a day like most others. And I guess today I just was tired of it. I have no pain until I get out of bed. And then I'm in pain. And if I were to lay in bed and not get out, the pain would come. But I have like a few minutes of painless bliss in the morning. And I love that. I'm so thankful for that. But I do have to get up, and my body is like, we can't do this. We just can't do it. We had a meeting and we're done. And good luck, lady, but you're on your own. We're done. Only I had to put the next foot in front of the other to go do my morning routine. I have to eat in order to take my medication. Of course, by this time, the first medication I want is my pain meds because the pain just continues to get worse and worse. Most times I have to go sit on a hard chair in order for my um, legs and back to stretch out or, get where I can walk properly. Then I take my morning medications. Let's see, one, two, three. Three, I think, are blood pressure medicine slash heart medicine, um, diabetic stuff. My Bitch Be Gone, which is Ativan for anxiety. And I have to take those right off. Once I've taken those, um, give it all, the drugs all time to kick in. About 20 minutes to a half hour, I can feel the relief from the pain to the degree I will get it now. And everything else is going as it should. But what happens is after that half hour, I get really tired. I get tired because of the blood pressure medicine. I get tired because of the blood pressure medicine plus the Ativan. I get tired because, well, the Vicodin doesn't really tire me out, so I won't put it on that. As I go through the day, um, the afternoons, all I want to do is sleep. I'm so tired, and I don't take naps. I have always had a problem with nightmares. So, unless my husband is here to watch over me, I will not allow myself to have a nap. And so, there is no napping, and it just makes me feel funky. Like, it's like 2 days in one, and I don't like it. And I'm not going to run the risk of a nightmare. So about 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm just dying. If I've not properly eaten at lunch and had enough protein at breakfast and protein at lunch, um, that adds to my problem. So by 4 o'clock, I'm dragging a bloody stump. And if I don't eat something, protein with some carb, um, I get extremely tired. In fact, I get over fatigued and I need to get something to eat. Um, my diabetes has never been this way. I've had times where I've not eaten enough and my sugar drops, but this is different. This is if you don't feed me something, I'm going to die right now. Not because I'm shaking and I've gone hypoglycemic. It's that I am out of gas and I'm going to pull over on the side of the road and just lay down. So I have to eat. And late dinner times really complicate that because I don't want to overeat. Um, you know, one of the pills I take at night is a statin for cholesterol. That I've got a good one. I take Prevestatin. There's other ones that I've taken. This is the one that I think has been the best for me. But one thing about statins is they cause pain, 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 pain. And actually, That's part of why I found myself in the trouble that I did, because I can't remember the name of it, but there was one that I was taking. I think it started with an L or whatever. But anyway, I took it like, gosh, when we got married, and it was debilitating. It was literally debilitating. So I stopped taking it. And I would, get blood panels and years, and doctors like, you've got to. I'm like, I can't do it. Because I can't live like that. It was just a nightmare. Well, you know, I have blockage, I have heart attack, I have bypass. Hello, statins. But they have improved over the years. And this Prevestatin has been something I can deal with, but I do have the pain from that as well. So, all this back stuff is to tell you that every morning I get up, I will have my minutes of peace. And then from that moment on, I struggle through the day. I struggle staying awake. I struggle with the pain. There's other things I struggle with. Not being able to do things. I have, for the last 4 years, I've been in a lot of pain with my hip area. And after the bypass and the condition of my heart, excuse me, I don't think that cardiology is going to sign off on any kind of surgery that I'm going to possibly get that would help me. Like I have, my left knee needs to be replaced. It's just not going to happen. I'll just have to struggle with it. And I have. And this back stuff, I'm just going to have to suffer. Well, I went in and I saw my doctor in March, and I said, I can't. I'm going to die from this. I'm in so much pain. I can't live another day like this. In that time of year, winter is just a nightmare. And I'm surprised I lived through this winter with the arthritis throughout my body. And it isn't rheumatoid arthritis, it's osteoarthritis. And that's because my body has taken so many nicks and bumps and breaks that I'm like a sports injury nightmare. And I don't even do sports, but my body is riddled with arthritis. Or like for my chest, where they cut me open, for a couple years, that was an area of distress, with the fronts coming in and out and the cold and all that. So aside from all that, I said, we got to do something. And so she said, well, let's go ahead and get a hold of an orthopedic. So we did do that. And I went and saw him. They've got a pain management one. He is a very colorful guy. I'm excited to work with him because I love cool, crazy people. And they did x-rays and they found out that my pelvis is twisted, impressively twisted. Now, quit laughing. I have taken that moniker for me because it came from a doctor, so it is official. So my nickname's always been Mighty Queen. My kids that I've been a nanny for found that was the best way to get what they wanted out of me. So I've always been Mighty Queen, but now I'm Impressively Twisted Mighty Queen. And I love my new name. But it is impressively twisted, and my SI joints are locked up. I don't know how long they've been locked up. And basically, I'm walking on a twisted, locked up pelvic system in that lower spine area. And I had been working towards getting surgery on my spine because I have problems before this. And so that area is thrown in as well. And then the left knee that needs to be replaced, and on and on and on and on. So it was so nice to, I don't know, have an image in the x-ray to go with what I was feeling. Because I would often say I feel like a fragile little teacup that's just, if you touch it, it's just going to break. And so we have a path with the doctor on how to help me with this. And I'm so excited for that because I really did not think that that was going to happen. I thought that this is just my life now. And so for 4 years, I've been struggling. There are other things with my shoulder that hopefully we'll address as well. Um, I every morning I get up and I have to move forward. Laying in the bed is not an option for me. It's against my character. I've always been a get up and flit and do things, and I've always been a people person, engaged and doing a project girl, always doing projects. And a lot of that has been taken away from me. And then with the pandemic, being locked in my house and truly having things taken away from me has been so hard. I have had a hard time finding purpose and a hard time finding value and things to do. I live in an area that is very hilly. Literally, if I walk out my door, I'm walking uphill both ways, no matter where I go or what I do. And from the cardiovascular side, that's not good. From my structural side, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Um, just walking through the house is horrible. Walking, period. I gotten to where I almost can't walk anymore. I can't stand for long periods. I can't stand on hard surfaces. Excuse me. My life has become more and more and more diminished. And that's so not me, because I'm a big personality and I'm just larger than life kind of person. And I've been stuck in this little tiny decaying crippling body in this little tiny home. And it's been a real challenge. And then I'm tired and tired and tired. And it's just the opposite of everything about me. And it's been a real hard time. And this morning I was feeling really sad for myself. And I want my mommy kind of girl. But that doesn't work for me. That is not a resource that I can tap into. And then I think, well, if not mommy, who? Who can I call and just let it out to? And I look around and people say, oh, you can call me, but I don't feel like I can. I don't feel like that's an option. And growing up, I was shielded in a life of secrecy about what was going on with me. And so that's pretty much how I lived my life. I'd ask for help back in those days and I was chastised for it. I was told no. And so I don't ask for help. So I suffer by myself. And I think, oh, I want to get on Facebook and just let it all out. And sometimes I do, but then I go right back and I take it off there and delete it. Nobody wants to hear this. Everybody's got their own struggles. Mine are not more important than anyone else's. I talked with a friend last night and she was telling me about the things that she's dealing with. And I'm thinking, wow, boy, that puts mine in perspective. I mean, I don't have those things to deal with. And God bless her, But at the same time, I feel trapped and alone in mine. And that's hard. That's hard. I got a phone call from a friend and we laughed and talked for an hour and a half on the phone. And by the time we were done, my spirit was so full and happy from my friend. And I didn't tell her any of this. She had no clue. We talked about something totally unrelated. And I got all excited again. And I got projects. And I shared ideas and we laughed and we have history together and we're working on stuff. And it was like, you do have a life. You do have a life. And I'm so thankful for that. I belong in a church where we call each other brothers and sisters. I've been in this area for 30 plus years. And these brothers and sisters of mine are my brothers and sisters. My family. I haven't seen some of them in, I don't know how long. And we have no relation. I have one sister that I have a relationship with. My sister Julie. Stacy's a little bit of a fringe relationship. Once in a while when you can get through to her. I miss her dearly. She's my twin. And but that's it. That's it. And I have plenty of siblings. But these church members that I have here, I've seen them have children. I've seen their children grow up and have children. And I know them. I know their kids. And they are my family. And we love and care for each other. We are important to each other. If I set up a warning signal or a I need help signal, excuse me, they'd be all over it. I'd have dinner brought in. I'd have a long talk on the phone. There'd probably be flowers. Somebody brought over an Easter basket full of fruit, a wonderful video, and a wonderful envelope full of blessings. Just from love. Because they love me and my husband. So when I think about, I got such a hard way to go, I think about the fact that I'm one of the most blessed people there is because I am loved so much. My spirit is strong. My testimony and my Savior, Jesus Christ, is rock solid. And my Heavenly Father's love for me is absolute, and my love for Him. And all this stuff is just my mortal body and living in it and negotiating it on a daily basis. And I need to remember that more often. Especially on days where I get worn down and I don't feel like I have much. But like Alice, I'm not going to lose my muchness. And my ward family and my circle of friends beyond church won't let me. I'm really grateful for that. I don't know if any of this made sense to anybody, but I feel a lot better now. Thank you for your time. I love you.